Does this happen in your kitchen? Throwing away fruits and vegetables? It seems like you just bought them and they're already starting to rot, costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Economic times are tough, and this is cash in the trash. You can't afford to do that. What if your fruits and vegetables could stay fresh many times longer while keeping your refrigerator clean 24/7, all while saving you money? Well, you can, and it's called the Ozonator, nature's gift to the refrigerator. Just look at this time-lapse photography. The berries on the right were placed in the fridge at the exact same time as the berries on the left with the Ozonator. Look at the mold after just 10 days, none with the Ozonator. The Ozonator is powered using the same process nature uses to clean and purify your refrigerator while extending the life of your food weeks longer. This means more money in your pocket and more food in your refrigerator. On today's show, we're going to introduce you to world-renowned chefs who are saving big money with the Ozonator.
I get better shelf life on my fruits, vegetables. It's outstanding.
Experts and doctors who are thrilled with its results.
And we found that the Ozonator reduced the microbial levels and preserved the keeping quality of the foods very, very nicely.
And people just like you and me who are sick of throwing away money.
I'm Brian Fasulo. What if I told you odds are this month you will be throwing away your good health and your hard-earned money? Literally. The average American family throws away over 150 pounds of perishable items per year, mostly fruits and vegetables. That's what keeps us healthy. Now, I'm not here to depress you. Actually, I'm here to impress you by introducing you to a true kitchen inspiration. She's been seen cooking on TV hundreds of times all across the globe, published 2 cookbooks, and today brings us, well, let's just bring in the expert. She can explain. Welcome, Allison Dubois-Scuddy.
Brian, hi, how are you?
I am great.
Okay, it's pretty simple, guys, because what we have here today is actually the greatest kitchen invention since the refrigerator. Literally. I mean, here's the thing. You know, the refrigerator, it keeps things cool and fresh, but you know what? As much as 75% of the fresh foods bought by Americans are going to spoil before they ever get to eat it.
That is such a waste.
Oh, come on. You've paid for that. That's cash in the trash.
We've paid a lot for that. You've seen the prices of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Oh, especially if they're organic. Are you kidding me?
Forget it.
Well, I tell you what. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to save you a lot of money by going back to nature with the Ozonator, nature's gift to the refrigerator. Take a look at this. The Ozonator is keeping our fruits, our vegetables, fresh and delicious. Guess how long this has been in here?
It looks right out of the box.
Okay, no. 2 weeks. And look at these. Look how fresh and crisp. These berries, my kids will just gobble up because they look delicious. And these peaches, oh my gosh, so juicy still.
Now, Allison, we've put these next to fruits and vegetables that have been in a similar refrigerator without the Ozonator, same amount of time, 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, no. Look at this. I mean, come on, guys. This is just gross, isn't it? This looks like this has been in there months.
You know, Allison, I'm not sure, but I don't think that carrots are meant to do this.
If I'm going to have a salad, okay, this is what I want to have right here. Snap. That, you know, is fresh. That's the Ozonator, guys, because you know what is happening is that this is keeping this so much fresher and so much better. So when you reach in your fridge, you don't have to wrap anything, and look what you got.
I think most people would complain that strawberries go bad the fastest, and it's evidenced by this. Just 2 weeks, they look like they've grown a beard.
Well, you know, at first they start shriveling, and they're dry, like a dehydrated thing. This is a strawberry shortcake waiting to happen. This is not going there. And the same way with the peaches. I mean, this is firm, this is nice, but you know the inside is still juicy. But this is a good peach.
You know, Allison, these peaches I might actually eat after 2 weeks. My wife would have thrown them away a week ago. Yeah, okay. But when you look deeper into this, you'll see that, you know, it gets mushy and squeezed and yucky. And then if you really grab it and you think, well, maybe I'll just try it, then you get close to your mouth and you would just, oh man, no. It's soft and you'd get all over your shirt, and it's just wrong.
It is wrong. You can't even make a pie out of that, Brian.
No.
Again, it's just trash.
You'd throw it away.
Well, thank heavens for the Ozonator, because now I'm going to be saving a lot of money every year on my fresh produce And I love fresh peaches too. But here's how it works. Ozone is the natural way our planet purifies the air and cleans our environment. It helps make the air smell fresh and the sky blue. It is also the most powerful disinfectant readily available to mankind. The Ozonator delays molding and decay of foods, including fruits and vegetables, helping them retain their freshness and flavor longer. It does this by neutralizing the ammonia and ethylene, extending the flavor and freshness, and saving you money. You could not dream up a better, more ideal disinfectant and oxidizer than ozone. Take a look over here, Brian. We have a lot more stuff that, oh, come on.
What a disaster. I think raspberries are my favorite fruit, and that is disgusting.
That's scary, and I tell you what, when you go to pay for these raspberries, those are expensive. So when you're treating yourself, come on, you go and you get this, no way.
And all it takes is a week. I mean, we're looking at 2 weeks here, but they started 1 week ago getting fuzz on them. It's a seasonal fruit. You've got to cherish that. You've got to eat it. You can't let it do that.
No, you want to have this. Again, this is a prime example of wasting money. And your lemons, these, you know what? These came off my tree. Okay, I prize my lemons off my tree.
You know what you're losing here is sheer volume.
In fact, let's take a look at them next to each other. Okay.
Look at that.
This one or this one?
And the lemons are always the last ones to go. They're always the bottom of the refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Not anymore.
And look at this. Look at the cauliflower. Look at the broccoli. It's hard enough to get your kids to eat broccoli and cauliflower, right?
Absolutely. Never mind if it's brown. And my daughter will call it out. Dad, this is brown. Well, sweetheart, it's a week old. Not anymore.
No.
Look at how fresh and delicious the food with the Ozonator is, as opposed to, again, only 2-week-old, yucky, disgusting, and smelly, by the way.
Yes.
You can't smell this at home. This smells horrible.
Right. This is bad.
Now, we're not the only ones who absolutely love the Ozonator. Look at these people whose fruits and vegetables are staying fresher longer and putting more money in their pocket.
One of the great things about the Ozonator is that it does save money. I feel like I was able to make up the cost of the Ozonator within probably a month with all the produce that I didn't have to buy.
I can't believe how this tiny little device that you just put in the refrigerator and forget about it has so many benefits. I've saved on produce, everything seems to be fresher smelling, and the odors are dispelled. I love the Ozonator. It's awesome.
Does this happen in your kitchen? Throwing away fruits and vegetables? It seems like you just bought them and they're already starting to rot. Well, you're not alone. The average American family throws away over 150 pounds of perishable food a year, costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Economic times are tough, and this is cash in the trash. You can't afford to do that. What if your fruits and vegetables could stay fresh many times longer while keeping your refrigerator clean 24/7, all while saving you money? Well, you can, and it's called the Ozonator, nature's gift to the refrigerator. Just look at this time-lapse photography. The berries on the right were placed in the fridge at the exact same time as the berries on the left with the Ozonator. Look at the mold after just 10 days. None with the Ozonator. This simple battery-operated device creates nature's most powerful disinfectant, which delays molding and decay of foods, helping them retain their freshness and flavor longer and saving you money.
I figure I'm saving several $100s per year.
When I think about how much our family wastes and spends every year on produce, what an incredibly inexpensive device the Ozonator is in eliminating all that waste.
The Ozonator has paid for itself over and over again.
Plus, the Ozonator has been recognized by chefs across the world who are raving about its incredible results.
Everyone is feeling these tremendously hard economic times, and restaurants are feeling it too, believe it or not. So it's very important for me as a chef to extend, to get the maximum shelf life out of my fruits and vegetables, and the Ozonator has definitely done that. Saved me a tremendous amount of money, and we could all use a little money.
The Ozonator lets you store foods the way you want to store them. You won't have to keep spending money month after month on bags that only last for one use, and oftentimes ripen your food even faster. Once you have the Ozonator, your entire refrigerator keeps food fresher, longer. Not just what's in certain bags. Plus, you won't need baking soda to keep your refrigerator smelling fresh. Tests show that the Ozonator keeps your refrigerator fresh smelling 24/7. This is fresh pudding and stinky fish. Would you do this with baking soda? No way! With the Ozonator, the proof is in the pudding. And talk about saving money, it could be the best investment you make all year. After all, our mother told us a penny saved is a penny earned. Well, think of saving hundreds or thousands on groceries a year. The Ozonator is the smartest gift of the season.
Now, Allison, as a chef on television, you have definitely seen some of these gizmos and gadgets out there on the market. Some that just don't work, and others that are too labor-intensive and they can't stand up to the Ozonator.
No, absolutely. Plus, where do you put all this stuff?
I know.
I tell you what, first of all, there was the refrigerator, right? Then came the plastic bags to put inside the refrigerator. Then came the plastic containers, baking soda, different color bags, airtight bags, machines that suck the air out of bags.
Machines that suck the air out of bags. You got the time and the money to suck the air out of your bags?
I tell you, you know what? It's all for food preservation, and that's the thing. We don't need all of that.
You know, I don't want to send my kids to the refrigerator to have to go through a plastic bag to get their fresh fruit. We all know that kids and bags don't mix.
No, they don't. And why wrap everything? Why spend all your money on this when you don't have to? Because the Ozonator will turn the entire refrigerator into a bag, and that's why it's nature's gift to your refrigerator.
And our gift to your wallet. Get rid of all this junk. One Ozonator takes care of all of it. Let's make our way over here to these tomatoes. Over this way, you will see tomatoes just 2 weeks in the refrigerator, and you can't eat them.
If this is my salad, no thank you. Guess what? I'm going to grab that stupid bag of chips. You want to be able to eat this. Look at these. Are vine ripened. They're perfect. They're delicious. They're firm. They're ready for any salad out there. And also your lettuce. When you have your iceberg lettuce, and at my grocery store, it's often on sale for, say, 2 for $1. I want to buy the 2.
You know, that's a great point.
Right.
When you want to go out to these big box stores that sell in bulk, now you can do it, and it won't go bad. Put the Ozonator in your refrigerator and feel free to save the money. It's all about price per pound and price per ounce. Now you can take advantage of that, knowing good and well that it's not going to rot 2 weeks later.
Exactly. And you know what? Maybe you're having a party at your house and you want to shop ahead of time. You're getting all your romaine. If you're making a Caesar salad, guys, I mean, is it good if it's not crisp and cold? It has to be.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with this?
No.
In just 2 weeks, it's falling apart. It's not healthy. You've lost all the essential minerals and vitamins in here. It's just garbage. Throw it away.
Well, that's what's great about the Ozonator, because it's going to not only save you money, but it's going to save the day. A lot of times when you're entertaining, you're never going to reach in that drawer and find gunk.
And how about going away for just a weekend and you come back? When we go away for a weekend, we used to pack everything into the cooler that we thought was going to spoil. Now we can just pack up and come back to fresh fruits and vegetables.
You mean you're not going to come back to...
Oh, goodness. That is not cucumbers au gratin. That is cucumbers au rotten.
That's just gross.
That's only 3 weeks and they're finished.
See, and that's the thing too. When we go in and we buy these, and I love a good cucumber with balsamic vinegar on it, and I like these seedless ones. They come wrapped, and I think, oh, I'm safe, right? Because it's all wrapped up. You know what? Actually, what's happening is those gases are trapped inside of there. So you want to unwrap them, put them in your fridge with the Ozonator, and this is what you're going to have.
You are protected by ozone, what makes our sky blue, which keeps our environment clean. Look at these peppers. We've got both green and orange. This one is not pepper soup, folks. This is that gross, disgusting sort of gunk that falls out of it. And by the way, makes your whole refrigerator smell. Gosh, if it touches anything else, it's going to ruin it.
Well, and I'm not the one that's going to wash that drawer. No. But you know, I'm glad you brought up the odor point too, because not only does the Ozonator keep your food fresher longer, it's going to take those odors out. So if you accidentally have an onion in there, you know what? It's not going to make your lemonade taste like onionade. You know what I mean? It's going to take those odors right out.
So that when you open up that refrigerator, you're not smelling nasty pepper soup, you're smelling clean.
Clean and fresh, and that's exactly what you want. And you know what? But your kids don't care. All they care is my celery with peanut butter crisp?
Can you put peanut butter on this thing?
No,
I don't think so. Throw it away. Throw it all away, Allison. The Ozonator takes care of it and keeps it fresher longer.
Well, unfortunately, the truth is that we live in a fast-paced society full of fast foods and fillers. And I think it's very safe to say that when you and your family are eating fresh fruits and vegetables, you're keeping your family as healthy as possible. So the Ozonator, it promotes a healthy lifestyle.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. We've all seen the studies out there about obesity, especially childhood obesity. It's an epidemic in this country. But you know what? Let's not just take it from us. Let's hear what doctors have to say about the Ozonator and its incredible technology.
We placed an Ozonator in a refrigerator with a whole variety of produce and other food materials and performed microbiological analyses. We tested for bacteria and for fungi at day 1, day 2, day 3, on out through 2 or 3 weeks. And we found that the Ozonator reduced the microbial levels and preserve the keeping quality of the foods very, very nicely. I was really pleased to have a chance to do that testing because I think it's a real service to the public.
Does this happen in your kitchen? Throwing away fruits and vegetables? It seems like you just bought them and they're already starting to rot. Well, you're not alone. The average American family throws away over 150 pounds of perishable food a year, costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Economic times are tough, and this is cash in the trash. You can't afford to do that. What if your fruits and vegetables could stay fresh many times longer while keeping your refrigerator clean 24/7, all while saving you money? Well, you can, and it's called the Ozonator, nature's gift to the refrigerator. Just look at this time-lapse photography. The berries on the right were placed in the fridge at the exact same time as the berries on the left with the Ozonator. Look at the mold after just 10 days. None with the Ozonator. This simple battery-operated device creates nature's most powerful disinfectant, which delays molding and decay of foods, helping them retain their freshness and flavor longer and saving you money.
I figure I'm saving several $100s per year.
When I think about how much our family wastes and spends every year on produce, what an incredibly inexpensive device the Ozonator is in eliminating all that waste.
The Ozonator has paid for itself over and over again.
Plus, the Ozonator has been recognized by chefs across the world who are raving about its incredible results.
Everyone is feeling these tremendously hard economic times, and restaurants are feeling it too, believe it or not. So it's very important for me as a chef to extend, to get the maximum shelf life out of my fruits and vegetables, and the Ozonator has definitely done that. Saved me a tremendous amount of money, and we could all use a little money.
The Ozonator lets you store foods the way you want to store them. You won't have to keep spending money month after month on bags that only last for one use, and oftentimes ripen your food even faster. Once you have the Ozonator, your entire refrigerator keeps food fresher, longer, not just what's in certain bags. Plus, you won't need baking soda to keep your refrigerator smelling fresh. Tests show that the Ozonator keeps your refrigerator fresh smelling 24/7. This is fresh pudding and stinky fish. Would you do this with baking soda? No way! With the Ozonator, the proof is in the pudding.
Well, Allison, we've talked to chefs, we've talked to doctors, but most importantly, we've talked to men and women all across the country, just like me and you, whose lives have changed since they started using the Ozonator. But check this out. We went out to the farmlands to see some real big fans of the Ozonator.
Times are tough in America. Nobody knows that more than the farmers. Blueberry farmers want the consumer to enjoy the blueberries and the antioxidants and the great health benefits. And that's why we don't put chemicals on them. If you could, our blueberries last longer naturally at home with the Ozonator, that's great.
Well, nobody benefits more than me. You know, I'm a television chef, and I tell you what, we use this in our cooler, in the RV where we have our prep kitchen, and in our refrigerators, and we have saved tens of thousands of dollars. It really is the greatest kitchen invention I've ever seen. I mean, take a look at these blueberries. This is a prime example. This is what, 2 weeks, and you have this?
Yeah, unbelievable. You know, this is like our luau.
Right?
And this is our bad luau over here. These look like they have freezing mold on them. I mean, that happens in no time at all. The refrigerator just isn't enough.
No, you know what? Because of the moisture and everything else, you need the Ozonator to really keep them fresh. And the blueberries are a great source of antioxidants. So it's a great thing for us to be having this in our diet. We spend our money on it. We want to have it. This is what we need to keep it fresh.
Very few fruits are as expensive per ounce as blueberries. Don't throw your blueberries away. Kiwi, sort of an exotic fruit, right? Delicious fruit, goes bad fast.
Sure does. Gets all soft and mushy.
I mean,
okay, that's no good. You can't even peel that. With these, look at this. Same thing, no bags, no containers, right in your drawer, and they're going to stay fresh.
That's the beauty of it. Pop open your refrigerator, take out your fruit, eat it. No other gyrations, ramifications, manifestations. Just take your food out and eat it.
Which is a good thing, because how exactly would you wrap up a pineapple?
Well, you can't. And this, I mean, look at this. Call off the luau. Look at the sheer size difference in these pineapples. I mean, this is a great source of bromelain. It's going to keep you healthy. And this is just a smaller pineapple after 2 weeks than this one, which was in the refrigerator with the Ozonator.
I mean, that's just crazy. Not only are you wasting money, even if you could use this, you're still wasting money because you have less of it.
You can't even hollow it out and use it as a cup, Allison. Now check this out. You want to see a great illustration? Just look at the rubber bands on these asparagus.
Right. As they shrunk and dried, all the moisture came out, they actually rolled up. These are exactly the same amount of asparagus. And everybody knows you can look at the bottom of the asparagus to tell the freshness, because when it gets like this, it's woody, it's dry, it's trash.
You know, Allison, I am thrilled that you saved tens of thousands of dollars for your business with the Ozonator. But I went to the highest authority. I took it to the top of my list. That's right, my beautiful wife and our 3 wonderful little girls to put it to the test.
I have 3 beautiful girls. I have a newborn, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and trying to get them to eat fruits and vegetables is a challenge, especially if, it's got a little tiny brown spot. So with the Ozonator, it's been great because the fruits come out looking the day that I bought them in the grocery store, and hence they'll eat them. My husband brings home a lot of gadgets, but for some reason when he started telling me about this particular one, I was really intrigued. So I put it in the refrigerator, and it actually worked. It kept the vegetables much crisper. I bet I've saved $1,000. $1,000 over the last year, just in food costs alone. It's been great.
They are so cute, Brian. I tell you, I'm so glad too that the Ozonator has benefited your family as much as it has mine.
No doubt about it, Allison. We've shown you the food and cost comparisons. We've introduced you to the scientists, the chefs, and everyday people whose lives have changed because of the Ozonator. And we've even dropped the price. We have thousands of happy customers all across the globe. And there is absolutely no denying how you too will feel better after eating fresh fruits and vegetables and flat out saving more money.
Yes.
Come on and join us. Here's how you can get yours.
What if your fruits and vegetables could stay fresh many times longer while keeping your refrigerator clean 24/7, all while saving you money? Well, you can, and it's called the Ozonator, nature's gift to the refrigerator. Just look at this time-lapse photography. The berries on the right were placed in the fridge at the exact same time as the berries on the left with the Ozonator. Look at the mold after just 10 days. None with the Ozonator. This simple battery-operated device creates nature's most powerful disinfectant, which delays molding and decay of foods, helping them retain their freshness and flavor longer and saving you money.
I figure I'm saving several $100s per year.
When I think about how much our family wastes and spends every year on produce, what an incredibly inexpensive device the Ozonator is in eliminating all that waste.
The Ozonator has paid for itself over and over again.
Plus, the Ozonator has been recognized by chefs across the world who are raving about its incredible results.
Everyone is feeling these tremendously hard economic times, and restaurants are feeling it too, believe it or not. So it's very important for me as a chef to extend, to get the maximum shelf life out of my fruits and vegetables, and the Ozonator has definitely done that. Saved me a tremendous amount of money, and we could all use a little money.
The Ozonator lets you store foods the way you want to store them. You won't have to keep spending money month after month on bags that only last for one use, and oftentimes ripen your food even faster. Once you have the Ozonator, your entire refrigerator keeps food fresher, longer, not just what's in certain bags. Plus, you won't need baking soda to keep your refrigerator smelling fresh. Tests show that the Ozonator keeps your refrigerator fresh smelling 24/7. This is fresh pudding and stinky fish. Would you do this with baking soda? No way! With the Ozonator, the proof is in the pudding. And talk about saving money, it could be the best investment you make all year. After all, our mother told us a penny saved is a penny earned. Well, think of saving hundreds or thousands on groceries a year. The Ozonator is the smartest gift of the season.